So that's what this feels like. The Blue Jays win a walk-off over the Boston Red Sox as they down them 7-6 in the 10th inning. They moved to 14-16 on the year, and in this game we hit 3 home runs. I didn't even think that was possible. We'll get into the recap here right away. If you're not subscribed, please do so, and make sure to like the video so that we can get out there to more people. So, Yariel Rodriguez gets a start for the Blue Jays in this Easton Lucas spot in the rotation. Starts off a little bit shaky as we fall down 2-0 in the top of the first inning, and the first run scores on a balk of all things. You've got Rafael Devers on, he doubled and then moved over to third on a wild pitch, and then he gets balked home. And you're just thinking, like, of course this happens to the Blue Jays. Of course, what other team would this possibly happen to? A wild pitch followed by a balk to score a run in the first inning. Then Alex Bregman homers right after him, 2-0. You're thinking, great, here we go. At this point, Y-Rod's pitch count's getting up to like 20 pitches in the inning already, and you're just thinking, like, this is going to be an absolute train wreck. To make matters worse, Lucas Giolito's on the mound for Boston, and he puts us out in the first inning, and he was on cruise control for the first 5 or so innings in this one. So yeah, the vibes were at pretty much an all-time low early on in this game. Eric Lauer comes in to pitch in the second inning, and things didn't get much better as he walks Rafaela, who then gets hit with a pickoff before stealing second base, and he scores on a single from Jarren Duran. And then you've got Duran stealing second base, and he moves on to third by a terrible throw from Kirk. He throws it way out into center field, and then Rafael Devers scores him on a double to center field. And here, again, as I mentioned, the vibes were at an all-time low. You're just seeing this Mickey Mouse baseball being played, the throw into center, the stolen bases on demand there, the wild pitches, the walks that we were putting on. Nothing was going well for the Jays, only through 2 innings by that point. Eric Lauer had run his pitch count up too, and you're sitting there going like, man, this is supposed to be the guy that has his bulk innings for us today. And between him and Y-Rod, we're only going to get 2 innings. Luckily for us, he settles in. So there's no more scoring. The Giolito and Lauer pitching duo goes from the second inning up until the top of the 6th inning when Chad Green comes in. And Campbell flies out, Cassis walks, Rafaela grounds into a fielder's choice with Cassis out at second, and then Narvaez hits a home run to left center field 410 feet, making it 6-0 Boston in the top of the 6th. A little shout out to East Coast Blue Jays here as I hopped on a call with them right about this point. You know, we're down 6-0. Vibes are not feeling good. We had a quick chat on their live stream. If you guys aren't following along with those live streams, make sure to do so. They're a lot of fun. And anyways, I'd like to think that our call saved the season because maybe a couple minutes after we hung up, boom. Guerrero Jr. grounds out, Santander lines out, Springer walks, and then Daulton Varsho comes up and hits his first home run of the year. Welcome back, Daulton Varsho. He didn't have all this bad juju around him that the rest of the offense has. He's the new guy in town. He's just like, hey, what have I missed? He walks in, hits a home run to right center field, 403 feet, and then the rest of the guys are kind of sitting there going like, wait, we're allowed to do that? We're allowed to put one into the stands? Oh, okay. And then Kirky follows him up, back-to-back home runs, making it 6-3 for Boston. So great momentum swing there. We'd been shutting them down for the last few innings, and to finally get on the board and get back-to-back home runs was absolutely huge. Jimmy Garcia comes in, keeps it 6-3. He goes 3 up, 3 down, and Jimmy Garcia is just lights out. He's about the best reliever in baseball right now, maybe not named Jeff Hoffman. Luckily, we have them both. Garrett Whitlock comes in to pitch for Boston in the bottom of the 7th. Gets Jimenez to fly out. Jimenez looked terrible today at the plate. Not much positive you can say there at all the last several weeks, really. Ernie Clement gets a nice single out to center before Bo Bichette flies out to center. Guerrero Jr. then ropes one into left field. Another one of his patented, 110-mile-an-hour singles. Good to see. Runners on first and second with 2 out. And Anthony Santander comes up and smashes a ball. A no-doubter to right field. 398 feet. Clement score, Guerrero score. It is 6-6 in the bottom of the 7th. And all of a sudden we're going like, hey, we kind of like the back end of our bullpen. We might be able to pull this thing off. Brendan Little comes in for the top of the 8th. And he gets a clean inning done, so good on him. Whitlock's still out there for the Red Sox, and he gets a clean inning. So we're headed to the 9th, where we have Jeff Hoffman go. 3 up, 3 down, dominant. I think he only used about 14 or so pitches, if I'm not mistaken, in that inning. And then Aroldis Chapman matches him in the bottom of the 9th with his 102-mile-an-hour heater that he got Vladdy Guerrero Jr. on. So he was able to get Clement out, Bichette out, Guerrero Jr. out. It's 6-6, headed to extra innings. Jeff Hoffman comes in for a second inning of relief, and again, 3 up, 3 down. And with the runner on second, it's so crucial to have a guy with strikeout ability. And sure enough, he gets Bregman to strike out, gets the ground ball from Story, and then gets Abreu to strike out. And again, that's just so crucial in those extra inning settings where the runner is gifted at second base, because if they're putting the ball in play, they are going to score that run. So luckily, we still had Hoffman fresh enough to go 2 innings there and really lock it down for us. Slayton comes in to pitch for Boston, and he's actually quite good. He gets Santander to line out, and Santander looked really good, but that was just an unfortunate hit where he lined it right at the outfielder. But Guerrero Jr. did this gutsy play, I'll say. It was borderline stupid, but it worked out, so you can't really call it that. He goes flying into third base, tagging on this not very deep fly ball to center. The throw hits him, it bounces and hits him in the butt and kind of scoots off, so he's safe at third. Springer's then walked. Varsho's intentionally walked, and they get to Alejandro Kirk. So bases loaded with 1 out, and they're thinking double play ball guaranteed. And we're thinking, you just walked the bases loaded to get to our best hitter. Alejandro Kirk comes up, ropes one to left field, absolutely on the line, to the fence, plenty deep enough to score. It's over the left fielder's head, and the Blue Jays walk it off 7-6. Totally saved the season. Got the vibes all the way back. Daulton Varsho being back is awesome. Anthony Santander now has 2 home runs in his last 3 games. He's looking like he's starting to turn it around. Vladdy's looking really good. We just need a couple more guys to get it going, and maybe the pitching staff to just kind of settle back into where they were earlier in the year. And it's all systems go for the Blue Jays. Tremendous turnaround. Great fight in them to come back from a 6-0 deficit. And it's really all you could hope for. So yeah, 7-6 victory. Blue Jays are back to 14-16. Let's keep the vibes high. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go on to the next one. Let's get back to 500, why don't we? All right, what did you guys think? Did you watch the game? Let me know your thoughts below. All right, we'll catch you guys later.